She scrapbooks, yeah, yeah, yeah. She scrapbooks, yeah, yeah, yeah. With a scrapper like that, you know you should be glad. And now I'm so glad to introduce that scrapbooker extraordinaire, my wife, Terry Rice.
Yay, let's hear it from my MC. I thought when he was done singing, I was ready just to clap, you know? Okay, today we're on date 29 of 30 days of sketches. I am so thrilled that I'm able to make it this far. Hopefully I can get tomorrow done. Okay, so today's sketch artist is Jennifer Cain, and her YouTube channel is Jennifer Cain, and she has, it's like she's got a panel here, or a half a paper here and half a paper here. Well, it's less than a half, more than a half, and a tear in here. So, or that's what I'm thinking it is. And so there's like another paper in here, or it could be, you know, layers upon layers, and the same way with over here. And then she's got another square of paper here and another rectangle of paper here. And so, and her title's here, and she's got journaling here. She's got clusters here, here, and here. A cluster here, here, and here. And then her pictures are a 4x6, 4x6, and a 4x6. 2 3x4s, and then she's got down here 3 2x2s. And mine's going to be very close to this, except for instead of 4x6s, I am going to have 3x4s. So I'll have 3 3x4s here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, and then I'll have these. So this is also my collection obsession, which is Autumn Splender this month, and it's by Mintay. It's just glorious. This is the back, this is the front, and this is the paper I'm using. And then I'm also using, let me show you in here, my little piece that's going to be stuck in the middle, or that little torn piece in the middle. I was looking at a brick because I had seen this, and I thought, oh, a little brick would be really cute to be in there. And then as I'm spending 10 minutes trying to find a good color of brick that didn't clash with all the other colors in here, I looked at this and decided that would be really pretty in there, and so I put it in there, and yep, it's like that's what I'm going for. And then I'm also going to use this and this here. Plus, I am using, oops, embellishment there. I'm also going to use this paper, and I'm thinking it was P13 from the Maxi Creative Pad. Okay, so that's going to be my inner part, and then I'm going to have the fancy parts on the outside. So, and I'm loving how it's going to look. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to kind of push this to the side while I put this side down. Okay, so the papers I'm using for in the little, I want to call it the reveal, it is 8x8 or 6x8. So I'm actually going to overlap these like this, and then I'm gonna washi tape them, and I'm just gonna line them up so they look like they're in the right spot. And where's my washi tape? This paper collection is so pretty. but I thought it would be perfect for back here because it wouldn't show through. Not like it's gonna show through on a Mintay paper. Not likely. Okay, and it looks like I should also put some glue in there. But I wanted to make sure I was good and lined up, so I figured that was a good way to start. And it looks like I'm lined up good. Okay, and I already had this one started, so I'm gonna do that with this one too. And right over that seam, there's gonna be pictures anyway, so it's just gonna work out great. Okay. And I think this is super fun sketch. My little, this is the youngest grandson, and him and his family, they were at it was a dairy farm. It's supposed to be one of the funnest dairy farm that was in their driving area, and it's pronounced, do you remember how to pronounce it? I've already forgot. It's, was it Coonert, I think.
Coonert, yeah.
Coonert Dairy Farm, and it must be close to Fort Wayne. So here's some of the pictures, and then for my little tiny pictures, I had one that I don't have as one of the big pictures, but I kind of put his highlight ones that were like probably his highlights because he just loved our neighbor's tractor like this, and then he also got to drive this little tractor. So I thought he would love that. And then I've got his bigger ones. And I'm sure that this was just a blast for him because of all that farm equipment, because he sure loved that. I told you the day that my neighbor was out here, he came over and mowed our yard, and he had his tractor, and Ashton just acted like somebody who, his wife came over later, and you'd have thought he was auditioning for a crazy kid show. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with this, just because I know where it goes, and then I'll tuck in the, got a little bend in there, okay. And of course I just lay it down and I'm stuck to it already. Okay. And it won't be long, and I'll have to stop the film and pull up my tape because it's just about there now where it's done. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this and then I will cut off that extra piece. Let's see, this will be the longest side because the pictures are closer to the top. So I think about there should be good. And look at how beautiful that is. I just love that in there. I love, I just call it the little reveal. And so I tore this in half, tore this in half, and then I end up having to tear a little bit more just because otherwise it was too close together. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and taped that down, and then I'm kind of pushing up this a little bit, just with my nails. Okay, now I'm gonna get this side down. Oh, now I have all the pictures, don't I? Gotta get those out of the way. Okay, that's gonna go to that side. Okay, I'm gonna put this side down. I did it again. Stuck it down before it was really ready. Okay. This side. I think my top wasn't straight before. Maybe my whole paper isn't straight. I don't know. Okay, I think that's pretty good there. And I have my, what is it? It's like a, it's kind of like a houndstooth and a plaid. Okay, I think that's going to be good there. I'm just going to see if, make sure it all is hidden, the edge. Yep, that's going to be good there. Okay, and now this. And then I'm just going to do this so it's a little more textural. Okay, and then I just flip this over and cut this off, which always makes me nervous to do, that I'm going to cut something that doesn't need to be cut. Isn't that so pretty? I just love it. Okay. I'm going to get sat back down again and pull up my pictures here. So I got these ones first. And now there's a little piece that goes up in here. Where's my sketch? Even though I've taken a picture of how I laid it out, I like to refer to it because sometimes this is better than what I actually just kind of laid there to get a picture of. Okay, so I'm going to put that about there. I can see that little tail in there. I'm going to snip that off. It's like I had this long tail and I thought it would get wound up in it, but it has not. Okay, I'm going to just get that out of here. Okay. Oops, now I'm stuck to that. Okay, so I'm going to stick this up in here, almost to that first plank. And let me just double check it with this. It looks like it's straight. Okay, that should be good there. And then my first pictures, I'm putting him, here he's sitting next to his brother. So I'm gonna put that here and then like this and like this. So in her sketch, she has 4x6. But I'm using one 4x6. Well, she got a 4x6 and a 3x4. But I'm doing a 3 3x4s, which should end up filling that same space. I'm sure they brought home a bunch of pumpkins after this too, because I'm sure that's part of their reasoning for going. Okay. And then on the same page, I'm going to put two of the little highlights, I'm calling them. And she has them kind of cockeyed. Well, actually, she has them actually onto this other side, but I'm not going to do that just because of my album situation. It wouldn't work well. Let's see. I think I'm going to actually overlap that one like this because I got this big space that's not really important. And this, I'm sure, will be really important to him. Okay, so I think about there because I'm also going to put some leaves here. I want to make sure I have plenty of room for that. Okay, and I'm going to have it tilted like that because that's how she has hers tilted. He was playing with kinetic sand today. I seen him on FaceTime. Okay. Now I'm gonna go over here and put these ones together. And that's popping up a little bit. Let me see if I can put a little tape there. Okay. Because you know I tape it all down later. Okay, and on this side we have a piece of paper too. And that's probably, well, it's a little higher. It's kind of like that. It's almost to the top. So I think right about there. And I tore these too, even though she doesn't show it torn. She shows it like it blends right into it, but it's like, obviously then it would be torn just like it. So I didn't even think about that. It would be kind of hard for me to do, I think, especially these two papers are pretty thick. Okay, so I think that's probably good there. I'm gonna just see if it's straight because I don't want to cover this up because part of it's going to get covered up with pictures the way it is. Okay, I think that looks pretty straight. Okay, now my other pictures. And I got my little square one. I'll just go ahead and put the square one down now. And I'm going to put up a little higher too than what she has it in the picture. Okay. I think that's good there. Okay, now to figure out where my pictures go again, I think this one's going to go over here. And then him driving that little thing there. And I think have them about like that. And then this here, which looks so much more colorful than everything else. Now there's this little bike down here. She has this one pulled down quite far, but I'm gonna leave it up a little higher because I want this bike to be seen somewhat. So I think if I put them about like that, that should be good. Maybe I want these just a little bit closer together. Maybe about like that. I think that's good there. Do you need a drink of water, dear?
Yes, mistress.
Okay, now this is a little higher than these, so I'm going to do the same thing. You know, I don't always get them just like the sketch, but I try to come close to it usually. Okay, And this one actually is a little higher, but I don't know if I can get it that high or not. I got a lot going on here. And I am covering up some of these pretty papers, but you know, I've got another one. That's how I have to think about it. Okay, I'm thinking that's probably close to straight. Let's see. Okay, that's better. Oh, see, in the sketch, it goes here, but my next one will. Okay, so actually I think I want it just a little bit lower because it should be, actually let me try putting this one first. Oh, I can't do that because I want to make sure I don't cover up this little squirrel because I want him to play a part. Okay, that should be good there. So they're a little more separated height-wise in her sketch, but I think that should be good there. And then I have this one because I got these up a little higher than what they are in the sketch too, but because I want to show the little bicycle because you know it's a fun activity and I don't have it done like it's for a 3-year-old. I have it done like it's for you know, pretty place. But I'm sure he won't even care about that. He'll be so excited to see the pictures. He loves seeing pictures of himself. When he was here with us for that week, every time I'd take a picture of him, he'd go, "Let me see." Sometimes it was like, I'm just setting him up. I don't even have his picture taken. Let me see it. I think it's so funny. Okay, so now I got all the pictures down. Okay, so since I'm on this page, I might as well just go with it. Okay. So we've got this squirrel here. So I'm actually gonna put this squirrel there too and just put it on top of it so it will appear to be more dimensional. Okay, so we're gonna put this one right here. And I think the other one might, I don't know, it's really close to the same size. And then I'm gonna put one of these little leaves right by him. So almost like he's sitting on it. Maybe it can be on this side. Yeah, like that. And I like it when, you know, the leaf becomes part of the picture. Okay, and I know, oh, there's that little piece. This was actually from the front, on the front cover, but so it was actually cut off when I cut off an embellishment, but there was enough there that I thought it's gonna be the perfect size to put right behind here, which I'm gonna do with it. So it's like, if I flip over the other side and there's something there that looks like it could actually work in my layout, I just bring it along. Okay, so this one is tiny, so I'm gonna have to put glue on it. And now I'm gonna use this to hold on to it while I lift this up a little. Oh, totally got it in the wrong direction. So I'm just covering up the part that's cut because it's like it doesn't matter because that's how I want it anyway. Okay, so right here, that's where I'm gonna put the journaling, and that's where she has it. So I'm gonna put it there, but you know I don't have that. Okay, and then we have this bike here. So I'm gonna put the other bike here like it's, mom's bike, the kid's bike. Oh, you know what? I still got this part that it's like it wants to stick up. So I'm gonna put a little more glue there. Okay. So I'm gonna park this bike right in front of it. So I'm gonna put that up in dimensionals too. And even though it's the same bike, just a different scale, it will just look like, one belongs to, the kid and one to the mom. Okay, now I need one of those little ones. Will that fit in there? Oh, nope, it won't. Okay, so I need to cut that. And I think I can stick another one right here. Okay, that should be good there. Oh, that taking off that back sometimes is uncooperative. I think that means I didn't pull it off good enough. I mean, push it down good enough. And this one's already wanting to come off. Now, below I will have everybody who's playing with the collection obsession, because that's part of this one too. And I will have all the, people, well, the link that shows all the people that are doing the YouTube videos. So I'm just going to tell you that right now. So since I'm just doing this now. Okay, so now we have this little, he's not a groundhog. What is he? Hedgehog. Okay. I know he's not a groundhog. I've seen plenty of those. I don't know if I've ever seen a hedgehog. And see, this one here is littler, but I'm going to put this big one on there. And then I have this beautiful pumpkin. See, here's an example of sometimes there's things on the other side of that front page. And see, like if those ended up in the part where I didn't cut them off, I would just cut them out anyway. Okay, so I'm going to put that over the big one that's there. It'll just look like it's a pumpkin in front. And I want something dimensional over here, so I'm going to put this pumpkin up on dimensionals. You see me skip into this area because it's like if I get a row of them off, I'll just cut that edge off so I don't have all that empty space. But sometimes I don't do it very fast because my little one, I haven't trimmed it lately. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, and then this one here, I'm going to just put it right in front of this orange pumpkin a little. So it looks like you're seeing a whole bunch of pumpkins there. Okay, and then I have a big leaf. Well, and this leaf is pretty big too compared to the pictures, right? If the wind blew it, that leaf would knock over the kid on his tractor. Ashton wouldn't be happy about that. I'm sure he thought when he was driving that tractor he was the king. Because he sure liked it when the neighbor guy had it. Okay. So I think I have everything on here but the title. So I'm actually going to name it after the farm. So I'm going to put that on here. And where does my title go? It goes over here. So I'm going to put that on and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the title here and I spelt farm right. If you haven't seen that video, I was so worried about lining them up that it's like I just put them down and didn't pay attention to where I was putting them. Okay, so I'm going to use these orange enamel dots, and they're clear, so they kind of look like, I just think they look like drops of water. I'm going to pull them off here because otherwise sometimes I fling them. Okay, so I'm just going to spread them around. Oh, and this one looks like it could just use one right here. So I'm going to put one there. And let's see, I'm going to put one behind the bike. And I'm going to put one up here on the one bike in front of the other bike. Okay. I'm going to put one up here behind the squirrel, maybe a couple behind the squirrel. And one right on the leaf. Okay, and let's see what I'm going to put down here. Maybe, since I put a big one over there, maybe a medium one over here. Oh, a couple of tiny ones. Because I like it to have a grouping of 5. So I think that looks good. And let's see, I'm gonna have to put something over here by these pumpkins. Maybe one right here. Whoops. Right there. Let's see, do I want to put, I think I'm gonna stick a couple up here. If they would have had this pumpkin where I could have cut it out, I would have used one of those too. But they didn't have one, so I'm just leaving it like that. Okay, I think that's good to go. So that's it for day 29. I thank Jennifer for that sketch. It's like it really left me get a lot on here, and I still have lots of pretty paper. Oh, and now here's where she put the journaling, so I could journal on top of that. Otherwise, I always have these where I could maybe pull this in and journal on that, or maybe like this here, or I might just journal on here. But you know, we always have these little journaling cards. Most of the time I just end up using these. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Oh, remember the drop down menu has the people that are doing the collection obsession, and also the people that are doing the 30 days of sketches, and go over and check them out. And I hope if you haven't played along, I hope you play along with us sometime, because it's so fun to do something that it's like I would have never thought of this. And I love how it looks. I can't wait to have something here, because now I really feel like it needs something here. So maybe that will get me to get my journaling done sooner. So have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.